Hey guys, welcome back to ConfermentRM YouTube channel. So, we're getting back into a 2-minute technicals video of Bitcoin. And we were talking about the possible retracement, and we even show here on the RSI are getting us our double top here and absolutely getting wrecked. And as you can see right now, we're sitting at a nice crisp 43. But we were talking about the fact that we were going to most likely wind up falling. And we were talking about how we had our 50-day moving average here around that mid 27,000s. And then that possible retrace to the 100-day. And at the moment, we did lose our 27,800. And I was saying if we wanted to keep ourselves at all in a good kind of stance for the rest of the month into May, we needed to see ourselves really hold above that 27,708, actually, to be precise, of the low. And what we're seeing right now is a clear rejection. Get ourselves here under the 4-hour. You can see that looks like we tried getting back above it again, and we actually just missed it by a little bit, by about, we'll see what the percentage this is. A third of a percent. But it looks like if we just continue to kind of fall off this region, looks like there's like a little trend line here. Yeah, and just getting rejected. And you'd consider that this would be a flat right here. So it looks like the move is coming by Monday or Tuesday. If it can meander right here above 27,200, just about, the move will yield itself down to there around that 26,500. But you can see that's just right about in that region. We're at wick 2 here in March 27th and March 22nd here at March 18th. So just that. But if we come over here to the 1 day, you can see that the next support is sitting there around 25,352. Just right around that 345, just around that region, just to give you perspective. But that target's right there. So we got rejected from getting up above here around the 28,846. So realistically, that next target is sitting down here around 25,400, just really completing a wave downwards here. But if we're going to kind of go off of this chart, you can see that losing that support there right here at this region would yield down that extra percentage. So from this point onwards, you're looking around like a 8% drop, which unfortunately is quite a heavy. But at the moment, you can see we kind of got overextended, falling down here on the 18 on the RSI, on here on the 4-hour. We're sitting around the 33 at the moment. So I could expect some sideways action in here until late Sunday into Monday. But then I think ultimately you might get that. I don't think you really can go that much further down in here. I mean, you could. We'd have to get some sort of recovery. I feel like you'd get some sort of recovery out of here. But on the 4-hour, I mean, you just crossed bearish in the last 3-4 candles. Let's see. Nothing on the 1-hour. The 1-hour looks a little better. But let's see. If we were to take some candles here, let's see if maybe we can have different short-term price action versus our daily price action. So we actually can see this to the top here. I'll actually do it like this. Looks like there might be some move coming tomorrow morning, getting ourselves up to probably the top of this channel, right? Yeah. Looks like if we can get through here, the 50-day moving average here on the 1-hour, you get up to around that 27,959, 27,990. But then you can see it still resides in this channel. Going here to the 1-hour, you can see you can wick up to there if you wanted to, but there's just to be a resistance at the 20-day moving average. So I'd be on the lookout for that. But what I would do from this perspective too is to do an inverse Fibonacci from the high to the low here. So lower here to the high right there. You're going to be looking, let's see, get rid of this one temporarily. You're going to want to get above 28,386 to really turn around the trend. But, you start to see that turnaround if you're able to get through 28,107. But, we see that would be our contingency point to kind of flip around. But that's what we're going off of. I'm just letting you guys know, just exercising my caution. But, there's just this, we're in a corrective wave. So what could happen in this regard is we could get our nice rebound from here, guys, and push ourselves back up to around this 28,900 region, and then fall off the table and come down here for, you'd have an A, B, C wave, and then this would be your correction down here. It might not take, might not be that short. It could just be kind of longer and drawn out, but I'm just giving you the idea. But that's typically the kind of crashing structure you get. You get your A wave, your B wave, and your C wave, and that's what I was just kind of saying to you. Let me get rid of these. I think that's what I would go with. If we usually comes with your resistance of your support of your last impulsive wave, which would be over here. So I would go based off of that. If I can pull that up real quick, I'll leave it. I just put it here, but it'd be something more like this. It's A, B, C, D, kind of like a retrace up to that high. But this is kind of what is on my thought process at the moment. But I'm just letting you know one of the narratives. So even if price is able to push itself up, and you can see even out of here that by that date it could get itself a nice little leg back up and start pushing up, get it to around that 28,495, start to retrace back up there to 28,880, and then start to push back down over time. But because it would make sense, almost in a sense, because we got pressed into the floor over here with the 4 hour on the RSI, so it wouldn't necessarily phase me if we wound up throwing ourselves up to the upside after this long of a correction, because we came down hard and fast. So you remember there are always retraces, and I think that might be on the radar, is a nice retrace, and then our fall to the downside where we're expecting, which would actually be right to there, your A, B, C, D, and this is a nice little parallelogram that I made, not intentionally. But hope you guys are having a good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Appreciate every single one of you. Remember, none of it's financial advice, and I will see you on the next video.